What it do, everybody? This is Junior Zamorone coming at you from Ukiah, California for another episode of Baseball, Bobbleheads, and Brews. On today's show, we're going to be talking about playoffs. Playoffs! Yep, we're going to be talking about the 2020 MLB Playoff and the brand new format. We're also going to be talking about a great playoff moment depicted in bobblehead form. And we're also going to be talking about a brew that I just found that's local from San Francisco, California. Let's get to it. With the global pandemic, we weren't even sure if we were going to get a baseball season. But thanks to the Players Association and Commissioner Manfred, we came up with a 60-game season that left the playoffs in question. They expanded the playoff format, and this year you have your 3 division winners, the 3 second-place teams, and 2 wild cards. That's 8 teams from the National League and 8 teams from the American League, battling it out to see who will be this year's World Series champion. The playoffs will be played just like the NBA in a bubble. The National League portion will actually be taking place in the American League fields. Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas. Now the American League, they'll be playing in National League ballparks. In San Diego at Petco Park and at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. The NLCS will actually take place in the American League Park Globe Life Field, while the American League Championship Series will take place at Petco Park in San Diego, with the World Series being scheduled to take place at Globe Life Field. If the season ended today, the teams representing the American League would be the White Sox. Earlier in the year, I said that the White Sox could do something really special if given the opportunity, and here they are. They're followed by the Tampa Bay Rays, my Oakland A's, the Minnesota Twins, the New York Yankees, the hated Astros. That means a curveball's coming. The field rounds out with our neighbors up north, the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Cleveland Indians. The 1-game wild card is no longer. That game will be a 3-game series, so luckily for the A's, they have an opportunity not to screw up. The division series stays at 5 games. The championship series, of course, is 7 games, as well as the World Series. The National League standings have the Dodgers already clinching the division and will be a guaranteed lock for the playoffs. They're followed up by the Chicago Cubs, Atlanta Braves, and the Slam Diego Padres. In 5th, we have the Miami Marlins. In 6th, my second favorite team, the St. Louis Cardinals. They're followed in 7th by the Philadelphia Phillies, and rounding out the field, the surprising San Francisco Giants. Now, if you asked me, at the very beginning of the season, I wouldn't have gave them a single shot at making the playoffs. But thanks to the 60-game season, they hung in, and with little less than 2 weeks left, have a shot at making the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Naturally, my pick for the World Series is the Oakland A's. This could be the best chance that the A's have going far in the playoffs this year. Unfortunately, our Platinum Glove winner Matt Chapman went down with a hip injury. The versatile infielder Chad Pinder Power is also questionable with a hamstring strain. He is shut down for the rest of the season, but could be eligible for the postseason roster. Now, the A's did pick up Jake Lamb to fill the void at the hot corner, but we got to make sure that we have timely hitting mixed with extraordinary pitching if we want to go far. This could be the first time that we have the opportunity to win the World Series since 1990, and our first title since 1989 when we swept the Cross Bay rivals, the San Francisco Giants. My sleeper pick is the San Diego Padres, known right now as the Slam Diego Padres for all the grand slams that they've been hitting. Now the Dodgers have already locked in a playoff spot, but the division is within grasp for those Padres. They have Manny Machado and the soon-to-be face of MLB, Fernando Tatis Jr. So if they hit and they're pitching pitches really well, they have an opportunity to overthrow those Dodgers and make a deep run into the playoffs. Our Bobblehead of the Week is depicting a great playoff moment in Atlanta Braves history. It was Game 7 of the 1992 National League Championship Series. It depicts the game-winning slide from Sid Bream. Now the Bobblehead was given away in June of 2012. And it was celebrating the 20th anniversary of the League Championship Series. This bobblehead, however, I do not know who manufactured it. I reached out to the Atlanta Braves and multiple people within the Braves bobblehead community, and it is a mystery. So if you know who developed this bobblehead, drop it in the comments below. Now this bobblehead was given away to 20,000 fans in attendance at Turner Field. It's one of the biggest bobbleheads that's in my collection and that to my knowledge is out there. The box is in really good shape except for a little tiny bit of sun damage when it was shipped to me. The styrofoam packaging is very, very sturdy as it houses this magnificent 3-person bobblehead. The bobblehead depicts Sid Bream sliding past Mike Lavalier and called safe by umpire Randy Marsh. This was the final play of the 1992 National League Championship Series. The throw came in from soon-to-be 92 MVP Barry Bonds. However, it was a little bit too late and Sid Bream slid safely, sending the Atlanta Braves to the World Series. The bobblehead is made out of resin, stands in at 6 inches high, 3 inches wide, and 9.5 inches in length. Now, there tends to be a lot of glue that's on the base and on the players. Unfortunately, if you're trying to ship this bobblehead, more than likely, the umpire Randy Marsh will come detached. It's a very well-made bobblehead, but difficult to ship. Now the detail is spectacular. The paint, spot on. No overrunning of colors mixing together, and the detail on the number it's raised. Unfortunately, it's not raised on the watermark for the Atlanta Braves logo and on the NL logo on Marsh's hat. This, in my opinion, is one of the greatest bobbleheads ever created and the crown jewel of my dual bobblehead collection. And finally, we're going to talk about Laughing Monk Brewing. They launched in 2016 on St. Patrick's Day. What a great holiday to start on. They're located in San Francisco, California, and they're a small batch craft brewing operation. They mix Belgian traditions with a California style. Now the beer that I selected is Sister Alyssa, named after assistant coach for the San Francisco Giants, Alyssa Nakin. It's a hazy IPA using dry-aged hops that are blended from Simcoe and Amarillo hops. It's 6.5 alcohol by volume. And the reason why I picked this beer is because the logo actually looks, in my opinion, like one of the greatest catchers around, Yadier Molina. Now, the beer has a slightly hoppy smell, clear, has a slight caramel flavor with definite hops right in your mouth. Its finish is very smooth and has a great bite. Now for me, IPAs aren't my forte, but when I tried this one out, because of the juicy qualities, it gave it a drinkable taste. Now with a lot of beers, they can have that bitter aftertaste, but after the third sip, especially ice cold, this beer goes down very, very smooth. Really, really good beer. And I actually look forward to searching out and finding a lot more of their styles. My style is normally a blonde ale or a pilsner. They do have a pilsner available, but one of their most famous beers, I think, is Brother Jerry, named after San Francisco 49er great Jerry Rice. So, I look forward to trying more of Laughing Monk. And if you have any other beers that you would like me to try, drop them in the comments below. Now don't forget to like and subscribe and join us next time on Baseball, Bobbleheads, and Brews.